Hi everyone, this is Kathy. Welcome to my channel, Kathy Mamolen, Psychic Medium. Welcome to an all signs love reading. I'm going to call in our spirit guides one sign at a time, and I will timestamp them all to see what's coming towards you, what's next in love, what is going on around your energy, anything spirit wants to share with me connected to love. So it's going to be a little bit random. I have lots of cards. I am just going to kind of channel all the messages one right after another. So for you, if you'd like to watch your cross signs, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, you can watch your cross watcher. If you're a cross watcher, you want to watch for something else. So I will timestamp everything in the description below and in the comments. Okay. So welcome everybody. Welcome back everybody. I'm so grateful for you being here on my channel all the time. And I know I don't do these types of readings very often, but I do like to do them. So if you're joining me here as the premiere is launching, jump in the comments, say hello, make some friends, hit those like buttons, all that good stuff, and just have some fun. Okay. So let's get started. I'm going to grab some timestamps as I go. And let's start with Libra. Okay. And Scorpio is going to be up next. So Libra, you are on the board. So, and Libra, it's your turn. So let's call in our spirit guide. Spirit for my Libras. What is it that you have for my Libras? Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus. Please share with me any loving energy that's around my Libras. What is it that you need them to know at this time? I have a dream lover. Okay. I have captured. Somebody's capturing your heart. How nice. And I have communication. Somebody's getting ready to reach out. Okay. So that feels good. It feels like my first impression was I've got somebody's energy coming into my life that I'm definitely starting to talk to, I'm getting involved with. If it's not here yet, manifest with me. Bottom of my deck, I have chemistry. So I'm going to go with somebody ready to start some kind of connection. And there's definitely good vibes, Spirit just said. So I'm feeling the vibes. I'm feeling the connection. I'm definitely interested in this person. Spirit, tell me more about this connection for my Libra. I have a Hanged Man. I have a Five of Cups. I have an Ace of Swords. And I have a Two of Pentacles. It came into me more along the lines of, I don't want to get my hopes up. And I don't know if I necessarily want you to think that way. I do want you to get your hopes up. I do. I want you to be excited about somebody that you're communicating with. All right. I know you've been disappointed in the past, or things have dropped, somebody dropped the ball, something like that. But this person is kind of going back and forth with lots of information is how I feel. They're gathering information. Think of it that way. They're asking questions. They're seeing what your response is like. They're seeing what your personality is like. They're flirting. So they're gathering the information and they're interested in you. Now, this Ace is also coming into me as they are genuinely honest, believe it or not. Okay, that they want to get to know you. So I feel like they're asking some pretty honest questions. I have a Seven of Pentacles. I have a Two of Cups. Thank you, Spirit. This one's jumping. Queen of Wands. They're definitely attracted to you. And I have a Ten of Wands. Okay. So it's more of a feeling of let's see where it goes. Okay. It's being hesitant, but at the same time, I am willing to see where it goes. I'm willing to put some time and effort into this person, because I'm curious about them and I am interested in them. So that's coming in. I like that. The burden or the Ten of Wands is more of a feeling of, do they have the time and energy for me in a relationship? So there could be something going on in their life that you could see as a red flag, or you're hoping it's not a red flag. But it could be somebody who has a really busy job. You know that the type of work that they do is just very demanding. It could be somebody who's a single parent and their kids are still relatively young and they've got a lot on their plate with that. So it is a feeling of, you know what, I'm pretty excited about this person. I want to keep talking to this person. I want to just make sure that they're available is really how it's coming into me. Okay. So I think it feels good. I mean, that feels good. Spirit, share with me some personality traits. Let's do that. Abundant. Okay. So that came into me as they have a lot to give. Okay. Very giving person. I have in love. I'm going to fall in love with this person. That feels nice. Very forgiving person. Understanding. I have enthusiastic. They're excited about meeting you. They're asking a lot of questions. I'm going to say that that's what's jumping out at me the most. So if you have somebody that's come into your energy recently that is, I guess, very interested, you know, they're calling, they're talking, they're interested in your past, they're interested in your hopes, your dreams, what it is that you'd like for your future, things like that. I would say that you have somebody coming forward that is they're very curious about you, Spirit just said. So the only thing that's jumping out, and that's just going to take time, is that you've got to figure out, does this person really have time for me? Spirit, can I have some future feelings? Can I have some energy around what they may be thinking? I want to be the one that gives you everything you need. There is a sense of abundance around this person, whether it's an abundance of wealth, time, energy, very giving person. Okay, so I do feel like they're being honest. I do. We've shared many past lives together. Okay, so that's encouraging. I don't know why, but I always doubt your love for me. So there's a little bit of insecurity there that maybe that 10 of Wands from their perspective is every time I try to have a relationship with somebody, this burden that I carry interferes with it somehow. You know, the person who works on nights and weekends or has to work every holiday, you know, they're in like hospitality or something, and they're just on every different schedule than everybody else. So it's really hard for them to have the types of relationships that people want. So there could be a reason. There could be a reason that they struggle with that. That I'm hopeful that you can kind of work around, you know, something going on in my life. It's hard for me to open up to you. So this person, I think they're honest. They may hold back emotionally initially more than as far as communicating. Yeah, I think they'll talk about anything. But emotionally, they may hold back a little bit. And then bottom of the deck, I fantasize about you and I long to touch you. Nice. So you've got some kind of energy coming in that feels like they want to get going. They want to start to talk. They want to start to communicate, and they really want to get to know you. And that's the most important thing. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Hi, Scorpios. This is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. Let's see what Spirit has coming in for you at this time. Energy that may be around you, things to think about. Spirit, I call upon you for loving messages. What is it that you need me to know? What is it that you need me to hear? I am listening for you now. I have unfinished business with somebody. Oh boy. It's not over. Okay. We keep going back and forth. We have patterns of behavior with this person. We are still trying to figure things out, they're saying. So somebody who's in my energy that either I just can't figure out which direction this is going. Reading between the lines, there's a little bit of a vagueness energy going on. I don't want to say mixed signals as much as we're just not to the place where we are confident about our future. Okay, maybe we are just trying to push through the hard stuff, Spirit's saying. So we've got some hard stuff around this person. Relatively new love. Okay, so maybe this is somebody that's come back. All right, maybe it's somebody like a separation that we got back together, and maybe it's the next phase. We're trying again, a little bit of a honeymoon phase there again. So sometimes when we're back into that new relationship, everything's really good again, right? So it could be a reunion with somebody. And I have a home. I feel at home with this person. I feel safe. A little bit of coming home energy. Also, that the reunion could even involve somebody moving back home, or being home more often, being around the house more often. I missed you being around. I have a family. We have a lot at stake. So this particular connection could be, it's not just affecting me, it affects my children, it affects even a child together. So we could have a lot at stake, and we're not willing to just kind of throw it all away. So there's a history here, Spirit is saying, and we're really trying to work it out, is how it's coming into me right now. So part of me feels like I don't want to give up on this connection. We just keep trying. And there's relationships you just keep trying. I mean, you know when you're done. It's like women know when they're not having any more children. I'm done. But sometimes you know when you're done, and other times you feel like it's not over. I can feel like it's still not over. I have a Lover's card. I don't want to give up on this connection. It's a soul connection. I have a Two of Wands. I have a High Priestess. So there's something inside of you that's telling you, and I have an Ace of Cups. I feel like this person came back around again with, I've realized I love you. I've realized you're the only one, this big, beautiful pearl in this oyster shell. I do feel like we've gone through kind of hell and back with this person. Like I just struggle with, is this time going to work? Is this time going to stick? But at the same time, I can't deny that I know this person is my soulmate. Intuitively, I feel like you are very intuitive, Scorpios, and you're saying, there's something about this connection. I can't let it go. I'm not going to let it go. I'm going to keep fighting. I'm going to keep working for it. We're going to keep trying. And I feel like your person doesn't want to let you go either. They're saying life on life's terms, that, life gets in the way. So it's more of it's complicated energy. Also, that there's just a lot of moving parts and pieces in our lives. There could be a lot of moving parts and pieces as far as individuals in our lives that we have to deal with. And sometimes maybe it's just too much. I have a Three of Cups. I feel like it's a reunion of some kind. There's a Death card. Somebody has changed. I have a Hanged Man. Yeah, I'm going to say it's some kind of reunion. There's I've been alone. So somebody is coming back. Somebody's coming back. And if you're not interested in your past, then this reading isn't going to be for you today, but that's okay. We have lots of other readings. Check out my channel. But it is a feeling of a celebration and not giving up. I'm going to go with that because I feel that, there's certain people you just don't give up on. There really is. There's always that feeling of, I just am not willing to walk away from somebody. Spirit, can I have some feelings? Let's see. I feel like you have somebody coming back. I think that, it's unfinished business. We have too much at stake. Let's see what some of the feelings are. There's so much I wish I could do over again. Yeah, all right. So we made some mistakes. We struggle. We're struggling along the way is how I feel. But does that mean it's not going to work? Not necessarily. Maybe we're learning. We're learning how to be better to each other. We're learning how to take care of each other, respect each other. I've waited a lifetime for you. I don't want to walk away from this connection, is all I keep feeling. I know deep down that you are my one true love. So I do feel like we both have realized that this is the only person we want to be with. I guess I wish that there weren't, I'm not sure what the moving parts and pieces are. I'm going to say that maybe we have children, maybe we have exes on either side. Maybe just it's a difficult situation. Kids going back and forth, work schedules, people interfering with our relationship, you know, something like that. But we have to remember that we are the ones that are in the relationship. I've learned from my mistakes, and yeah, okay, a very much a feeling of trying again. I regret not taking action sooner. So if this has been on hold for a little while, then I feel like, you know, they're taking action now. So I'm going to say you've got somebody from the past coming in for some of you. Somebody that you've been, you know, obviously you're not done. And maybe you've gone through this cycle with this person before. We've been on and off a while, and, you know, we sometimes take a break, and then, you know, there's too much investment in this relationship to throw it all away, is how I feel. It's just, it's not done. It's not. It needs a little bit of a repair is how it's coming into me. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Hi, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising in Venus. Let's see what Spirit has for you. What's coming your way? What's next in love? Any energy that Spirit wants to share with me at this time? So let's call in our Spirit guide. Spirit, I ask that you guide anyone who has found this reading. I am listening for you now. I have a picture. I'm looking at pictures of you. Okay. I'm missing you. I'm thinking about you. Okay. So a little bit of a nostalgic energy there. I have cutting out, stopping a pattern, the silent treatment, little bit of a ghosting energy. It feels like a ghosting energy that's now having regrets. It's like somebody who pulled away or backed away, and now they're kind of thinking about, like, why did I do that? Self-sabotage. I've been having a good time with friends. I'm living in the moment. So I feel like somebody tried to ghost you, and now there's a little bit of regrets. They've been out there hanging out with their friends, a single life, putting on a good show, Spirit saying, and maybe they didn't make the right choice. Maybe they're regretting their choices. There's insane chemistry between us. This is somebody who pushed you away for the wrong reasons. And there's great passion. Now, they could be thinking about that. That might not be enough for you, but you know it exists, they're saying. So there's a sense of, does this person only want me for one thing? Or was it just a hookup? Or, you know, is it ever going to turn into something more? I think they're having regrets. They're either seeing you with pictures like in social media or something like that. And they're, I don't know, they could be jealous. They could be wondering, like, what are you doing? Who are you with? Not that they have any business knowing, but I guess they're probably, you know, like wondering, why did I push you away? I have a Knight of Pentacles. I have a Magician. I have an 8 of Pentacles. And I have a 2 of Swords. It's the investment in time. It's the investment in energy. Either at the time they probably said to you, I don't have time for a relationship, or this is more than what I expected. This is going to be more than what I want. But at the same time, I got to tell you that there's this kind of magician in them that's saying, you know, like, that was fun. You were exciting. You got their attention. I have a King of Cups. Boy, they could have feelings for you. Sick. They could be, yeah, oh boy. They could have feelings for you. This is oh, look at this. This is somebody who probably it was pretty hot and heavy. And then they panicked. They ghosted, they ran. You got a runner. And now they're realizing they have feelings for you. And they have regrets. They're checking you out. They're probably looking you up on social media. They're probably wondering, you know, what are you doing? Who are you hanging out with? Who are you talking to? Yeah, you've got somebody who pushed you away for the wrong reasons. It's coming into me. Spirit, what do you want us to know about this connection? A book of love, middle of our book. Okay, toxic. You may be thinking it's toxic. You may be saying, I can't go back to this person. I have a disappearing act. What's to say that they're not going to do it again? Yeah, you got a runner around you. I have a union. Is this person afraid of a commitment? And that's what you're looking for. And maybe we didn't even get that far. We didn't even talk about it, but they started thinking, you know, like, where would this go? And is that something I'd ever do? Or is that something I ever would want? You know, you may hear from this person again, because there's a part of me that says they in love. Yikes. You opened their heart. You may hear from this person, but you're going to have to get over the energy of, you know, where the hell did you go? You know, I mean, I feel like you used me. So where did you go? And they're probably going to say, I don't know. I ran. I got scared. I started to have feelings for you. I wasn't expecting that. I wasn't expecting to start thinking that, you know, I wanted, you know, to be in a real relationship. Spirit, share with me some feelings. My mind is telling me no, and my heart's telling me yes. Yeah, so there's this kind of battle within this person, but in the meantime, you've got to kind of call them out on it. You know, I haven't heard from you. You ghosted me. You walked away. I haven't heard from you in days. Whatever it is. You intimidated me. This love intimidated me. I want to marry you soon. I don't know about that yet, but maybe they panicked with, maybe they think that they're reading you and they think that that's what you want. And you haven't even said that. So maybe they just anticipated that that's what everybody wants and they're not ready for that, but we're not even there yet. I want you to try and understand me, please. So I do feel like they're going to try to explain themselves. I do love everything about you. So, boy, you know, sometimes I call these the false starts, where we start out really great, it's really passionate, it's really amazing. And then somebody just like freaks out. And all of a sudden you're like, where did they just go? What just happened? And they back away and you don't hear from them for a few days. And, you know, the consistency isn't there anymore. And you're wondering, is it over? But we haven't even talked about it being over. So it's this kind of a limbo energy. But whoever this is, I feel like they're running from they ran from their emotions. And now they're having a little bit of a wake-up call. That there's some emotions involved. And I guess that they are addressing it is how I feel. So you could have somebody that is kind of coming back around, so to speak, at least with the intentions of putting more effort into this to see what it is and to see where it goes. Okay, they're trying to not be confused. You're confused. They're confused. It is a little bit of a try again. It is a little bit of, we got off to a false start and maybe we just slow down and try this again, something like that. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Hi, Virgos, it's your turn. Let's see what Spirit has for you for loving messages today. Thank you for joining me. So what's next? What's coming? Anybody that could be in your energy? Just a reminder, this is a general reading for everybody, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So if it connects to you, let me know in the comments. If not, check out my page and look for some other readings, of course. But let's see what we have for Virgos. Please share with me loving messages, Spirit. What is it that you need me to know at this time? I am listening for you now. I have massages. Okay, so some intimacy. I have some intimacy here. Cooking your favorite meal. Okay, spending some time alone with you. Somebody who maybe can cook. I have thoughts of a future. Thoughts of a commitment. So somebody coming into your life that can cook and wants a commitment, that if this person's in your life, a picnic for two. Picnic just sound, I don't know if you're going on a picnic, but for me, it sounds like a good time. It feels like, you know what, I'm having a good time with this person. I feel like I'm enjoying my time. I feel like I enjoy our life together. So it just feels like an energy of I'm at home with this person. I guess I want to start with that. So is it going to turn into a commitment? It could. They're saying promises of a long-term love. Okay, I'll take promises. Thank you, Spirit. Promises of a long term. I have a Page of Wands. I have a King of Pentacles. I have a Judgment. And I have a King of Swords. The Judgment and the King of Swords came into me as I've been through a lot and I know what I want. So this is somebody who probably makes up their mind pretty quickly that you're the type of person they want to be with. Could be within weeks, months. Okay, it's not years. And because they've been through this isn't their first rodeo. This is somebody who has had other relationships. And this is somebody who's a grown person. And it's somebody who knows where to put their time, their energy. They're not going to waste their time, Spirit's saying. So it's somebody who knows what they want. And I'm going to say they want you. And I feel like they decide in a very short period of time that we could work. Okay. They see something in you. They're at home with you. I have a Four of Pentacles. Somebody's holding back just a little bit. It could be you. I have a Death card. I have a Five of Wands. It could be I'm struggling still with getting over somebody. It could be I'm still struggling with a loss of some kind. I still have mixed feelings about some old wounds that I've been trying to work through. It's a little bit of am I really ready for this person? But you don't get to decide when somebody comes into your life. This person could be great for you. Don't push it away because you feel like you still have some healing to do. You can do both. You can heal and kind of spend time and get to know this person. This person wants to spend time with you. And I feel like they've made up their mind. That feels good to me. I have a Hanged Man, a little bit of a putting this person on hold for some reason. An Eight of Pentacles. I have a World, and I have a Three of Swords. So that's coming into me more as it's an investment in time. It's starting over. It's changing. And then it's afraid of a broken heart again. So what's the pause is, I don't know if I can handle a broken heart again. Well, what makes you think that every single person that comes into your life is going to break your heart? What if this is the love of your life? What if this is somebody that really wants to spend their life with you? Spirit, please share with me. I have secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful. I feel like that is just an old wound. I feel like you have just been hurt one too many times. And you have a hard time either trusting people now or giving that kind of trust right from the beginning that somebody deserves until they lost your trust. So I just feel like that's something that you have to work through. I have an attraction. You're attracting the right person at the right time. Okay, so let's look at that for a minute. Divine timing. You know, what if this is your divine timing? What if this is the person that's supposed to be in your life right now, and you hesitate and you him and haw and you question everything about their intentions, and you say, well, we'll see, and I'm not sure, and as opposed to, hey, let's see where it goes. Bottom of the deck, they have you on the right path. I feel like they just want to encourage you and let you know everything's going to be okay. Love is a beautiful journey, and you're on the right path. So there's this incredible sense of giving somebody a chance. Okay, if this person hasn't come into your life yet, that's okay too. When they do come, it's Spirit's way of saying, hey, let's give them a chance. I want to do some timeline cards for you in particular. Spirit, please share with me. Indecision is causing delay. Somebody is indecisive. Okay, and it could be the person. Maybe you just don't feel like this is the person. And if it's not the person, then yeah, don't waste your time. Don't jump in. But if you feel like you like them and you feel like you're at least curious about them and you're attracted to them, then give them a chance, is what Spirit's saying. Sometime in the future, maybe you're like, I'll be ready down the road. Don't let life pass you by, they're saying. Within the next couple of days, maybe somebody's coming in like right away. It's happening now. This person could be in front of you right now. Maybe somebody I'm hearing this reading with is saying, I have been on the fence with, should I give this person a chance or not? Okay. Listen to your intuition, listen to your spirit guides, and you make the best decision for you. Okay. So right now it's up to you. You get to choose. Are you in or out? But it feels like give somebody a chance. That's how it's coming into me. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Hi, Leos. It's your turn. Welcome. Let's see what Spirit has for you, what's coming in, what's next, any energy that's around you, and anything Spirit wants to share with me. Spirit, please share with me loving messages for my Leos. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What do you have for my Leos today? What is it that you need them to know here? I am listening for you now. Twin flame. You're in alignment with somebody. You got a twin connection coming in. You are, they said rising above. So sometimes twins become in union with a twin when you have completed what you needed to complete. Your energy is where it needs to be. You've learned your lessons. They've learned their lessons. So you're in alignment, ready to meet this person. So you could have a twin connection on its way. I have communication, expect a phone call. Somebody's going to be reaching out to you. Maybe you're talking to this person already. Maybe you're starting to feel like there's a bigger connection going on here. I have, is it casual, single? Where are we headed? Maybe we don't know what they want yet. Maybe we haven't asked the right questions. What are you looking for? Are you looking for a relationship? So ask the right questions. Don't waste your time. Somebody will tell you, hey, I don't know what I want. I'm really just looking for, casual. Let's hang out. That's like, I just want sex. So be careful with that. Crowded relationship. Don't put yourself in a third-party situation. This feels like ask the right questions, okay? I'm on a spiritual journey, and I'm growing. So I feel like this is you setting boundaries. It feels like you are probably setting stricter boundaries than you ever have before, is how it just came into me. So there was a feeling of, no, where are you coming from? Who are you? What's going on in your life now? But somebody wants to start. This feels like we're starting to talk, like a little bit of sparks flying, but you're following your spiritual path, like what's right and what's wrong, and what I'm willing to do and what I'm not willing to do. Okay, so I have a Hierophant, a 3 of Wands. I have a 9 of Wands. And I have a 4 Cups. So there's the feeling of it's taken me a long time to get to where I am today. And my future self and my higher self come first. So they're saying ask all the right questions. Whoever's coming into your life. Now, you may have this incredible chemistry with somebody, and you could be questioning their motives. You could be saying, this chemistry is off the charts. I've never been this into somebody. If it's a twin flame, it's going to come in like that. It's going to come in fast. It's furious, very physical. So don't be surprised at that. I have an Empress. What's best for me? Good for you. I have a 6 of Pentacles. I have a King of Swords. And I have a Knight of Wands. So the chemistry is high, but the 6 of Pentacles and the King of Swords is telling me that they want the same thing. Okay. So you could have a relationship that just is coming in very quickly, very heated, very hot, high chemistry. So your first impression of them could be, do they only want sex? Are they putting me into, is this like, you know, are they a player? Are they putting me in a third party situation? Do they have other people? You know, so ask all the right questions, because there's a part of me that feels that it is legit, but there's, because it's happening so quickly, there's some red flags coming up, and that would be probably normal, I guess. Let's see what else they say. I have a secret crush, secret admirer, high, yeah. I think the crush happens immediately. I think as soon as we connect, that there's this, like, I can't believe I have feelings for this person. I just met them. This is crazy. So definitely a crush, high crush, a fast crush. Social media, maybe we meet online dating. So there's that red flag of, are you real? I want to meet you in person. I need to see you in face-to-face, not just text messages. You know, I need to FaceTime you, Zoom. I need to meet you across a table, something like that. Legal matter, somebody who says, oh, I'm in the middle of a divorce, but I still live in the same house with my spouse because of the kids. Let me see the divorce papers, you know, because that's somebody who maybe is looking for an affair. So yeah, lots of questions. I'm going to say, I definitely have romantic feelings for you. A little bit of just buyer beware, and but it could be great. It could be great. It could be a twin flame coming in with romantic feelings, and I don't know. I feel like I just met this person very randomly. I feel like this is somebody that, yeah, at the bottom of the deck, I have an unexpected. Thank you, Spirit. Yeah, I feel like I just met this person very, very randomly. And now I'm kind of going, you know, is this legit? Are they legit? So you're smart enough to ask all the right questions, is how I feel. And Spirit's going to guide you. You know, they're gonna let you know if this is real or isn't real. Let's get some future feelings. Let's see what the future feelings are. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you have? There's no doubt in my mind that we belong together. So it could turn into something more, definitely. I can't wait to touch you, smell you, and breathe you in. The physical connection, the telepathic connection, they're saying, is very high. You feel it immediately. Okay. I really do love you and I want you in my life. So you've got somebody coming in that the feelings will be real. Okay. They're not just a player, Spirit's saying. And they do want more. Spirit, can I just have a couple more messages from my Leos? I have a dark male. Okay. So maybe a clue. I have a gift. Okay, maybe they're a gift to you. You feel like it's a gift, but maybe they're a gift giver. I like a gift. They show up with little gifts. Nice. I have a brunette female, dark hair, dark eyes. I have control. I don't want to be controlled by anybody, right? So maybe that's boundaries. You know, I know what I want. It took me a long time to get here. So I'm not going to be controlled by anybody. I need to know what you're getting in. I need to know what I'm getting into. Are there any obstacles? Is there anything I should know about? Is there anything that would prevent us from being in a relationship? So yeah, a little bit of, like I said, asking all the right questions and dating queen, this feeling of abundance, gifts. I want to be with you. A little bit of putting you on a pedestal there, energy. And I have true love. So I'm going to say, get over the hurdle of the unknown. Okay. Get over the, is this person real? And ask the right questions. And if the answers are good, that you're not getting into a third party, this person is real, their intentions are real, I'm going to say it looks good. I'm going to say it just comes in fast. It comes in with high chemistry, which isn't wrong, but it does have a tendency to put up those red flags because you think it's just going to be a physical, something physical, and you might be, you know, wary of that. But the other indications are telling me that it could be really a great relationship. It could be a really honest and true relationship also. So a little bit of, you know, like I said, buyer beware and be cautious, be smart. But in the meantime, it looks like fun. It looks like it's going to be hot and heavy. So have a good time with that as well, my Leos. All right, let's put this out into the universe. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Hi, Cancer. This reading is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what's going on around you at this time for love, anything coming towards you. Please use these readings to manifest or to confirm a love. Spirit, please share with me what is going on around my Cancers at this time. Let's see what we have. I have settling. Avoid settling for less than you deserve. Okay. It's okay to say no. It's okay to say no. You're not in my league. Well, you wouldn't say that, but you're not what I'm looking for, right? So you don't have to settle. There's a perfect person for you. I have a hideaway. Make time to be with your person. Create your own special hideaway. That is coming into me as I like to be alone with you. Okay, doesn't mean I won't be in public with you, but I like somebody who really likes that one-on-one time. That I'm happiest when it's just the two of us, and we've spent just a lot of time alone doing things together, like my partner, my best friend, my lover. Nice. I'm falling fast. Love happens quickly, but don't lose yourself in the process. How about somebody who allows you to be yourself? It's also coming into me as somebody has a tendency to fall fast, so they try to be careful with that. But just remember, you either fall in love with somebody or you don't. You're not going to fall in love with everybody, but in this case, you may fall very fast for somebody, and you have a tendency just to fall in love. I have relax, find joy in the simple pleasures of just being together. I'm going to say that is a big part of this connection, that we just like to be together. It doesn't really matter what we're doing. There's this kind of peacefulness to it. There's this hanging out energy, you know, for lack of better terms, but it really doesn't matter what we're doing. We just enjoy each other's company the most. I have a Queen of Swords. I have a Knight of Cups. I have a Three of Pentacles. And I have a Three of Wands. I feel like this person lets you know, or you say to this person, this is the most romantic connection I've ever had. This person could be very, say things that are very romantic. They could say things that are very loving, very kind. something along those lines. I do feel like they admire and respect you 100%. They either are pretty impressed with what you do for a living. Spirit just said they like what you do. Okay, so maybe you do something unique or special. They definitely like how you think, because you think big picture, you're thinking about your dreams, you have goals. So they like all of those feelings as well. You have a good head on your shoulders, they're saying. So yeah, this person's attracted to you for a lot of different ways, but they're very emotional about what it is that they want. So I have an 8 of Cups, King of Pentacles. I have a Death card, and I have an Emperor. I feel like they walked away from somebody who wasn't as emotionally nurturing as you are. It's one of your strengths. So it is a feeling of maybe they were with somebody that was very selfish. They could have been with somebody that took them for granted. They could have been with somebody that they felt like only wanted them for their money, something like that. But this person is pretty strong. And I do feel like they decided that they deserved more. They want to be with somebody that loves them for them. And I got to tell you, they will give that person the world, is how it's coming into me. So if you're nurturing and loving to them, they'll be loyal. Page of Swords, King of Wands. I have the Fool and Temperance. Yeah, it's a new beginning with lots of balance, lots of peace. So I feel, and I always feel that when you find a good relationship or a soulmate connection, there is a sense of peace about it. And it's hard to put your finger on that feeling until you're in it. But I do feel like we talk about everything. I do feel like ask me anything, and there's nothing I'm holding back. Yeah, this is like a dream come true. This is like your dream person, Cancer. They're honest, they're loyal, they're saying, Spirit, tell me more about their personality, because that's what I'm feeling. Let's see if we can get some cards to confirm it. But yeah, very romantic feeling. I'm definitely at peace with you. Very truthful, very patient, very receptive to this love, inspired by you, respecting you. Fit, thank you. Calm, calmness, yep. And there's a magnetic energy. Am I feeling sexual off the charts? Not necessarily. I'm feeling peace and serenity and comfort, and I'm comfortable with you, and I feel at home with you. And yeah, I mean, I'm assuming you'll be attracted to each other physically, but I don't necessarily feel like that is the most important thing. Let's see what sign they are. I'm kind of curious. They could be a Leo, could be a Taurus, could be a Gemini, another Cancer, or a Libra. Okay, so maybe some of you are thinking about somebody along those lines. Spirit, anything else you want to share with me about this loving energy? You know, sometimes somebody comes into our life, and being content with them and being comfortable with them, like as a companionship, is the best thing that's ever happened to you. I have game night and I have classes. It feels like trying new things. I feel like, do you want to take dance classes? I don't know, maybe we do something. Take pickleball classes. Do you want to take, I like to play games, and the other person says, I don't know how to play that. Well, I'll teach you. Maybe they like card games, board games, something like that. Maybe they like games that you can play with other couples, something like that. So maybe just new activities. I'm going to say it that way. I have concerts. I like to do things. I like to be out and about. I like to go into big public events. Okay, I look forward to it. Maybe they're the type of person that, buys tickets, 4 months in advance, and they want to make sure they have a ticket to something. I have a commitment. Yeah, I could see you settling down with this kind of energy. I really can. I can feel the companionship. I can feel the peace. I can feel the presence. They're saying I'm at home with you. I mean, it just feels like everything seems to be working. So if this isn't in your life today, just manifest along with me for now, because this is the kind of energy you do want to have a relationship with. Spirit, please share with me when. The next month looks good, the number 35. Going too fast, slow down, take your time. You may fall in love with this person very fast. I do feel that. But I'm also feeling like we have a long road ahead of us. We have a lot of years ahead of us. So we're not in a rush to do everything. We don't have to have all the answers today. I feel like we're just enjoying each other more than anything, which I think is a really stable place to be. That feels good. Time is frozen. I feel like I've been waiting for this person. Okay, so maybe the ice is breaking, the ice is melting. Maybe they're letting you know that, if you feel like you've been at a standstill waiting, then maybe something's ready to move. It's still worth the time. Yeah, this is the kind of love that we want to wait for. It is. We're not going to settle. We're not going to give in to, being with just anybody. We're going to wait for a true love. And this is somebody that you want to be with. So let's put this out into the universe and ask Spirit to guide it to you now. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Hi, Aries, it's your turn. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Let's see what Spirit has for you. What's coming your way? What's next in love? Any messages of guidance? Spirit, please share with me for my Aries. What is it that you want them to know? I am listening for you now. I have mind games. Oh boy. Huh. Who is this on the table? Let's get this person off the table. I have a no-show. Ooh. They didn't call. They didn't text. I haven't heard from them. I have a commitment. They have commitment fears. Is that what's going on? I have great chemistry. Somebody I have great chemistry with, but am I struggling with this person? Definitely has an avoidant personality or playing games. I have silence. I haven't heard from them. And I have romance. So we could have a lot of good stuff, but we've got some stuff over here that isn't working. Let's see what the cards are saying. Yeah, there's a feeling of, they said, what have I gotten myself into? You could be in a situation where you have feelings for somebody that you're like, what the hell is this person doing? Like, what is up? What is up with this person? So let's see. I have an 8 of Pentacles. I have an Empress. I have a 7 of Swords. And I have an 8 of Wands. So yeah, the Empress is coming into me as you've worked really hard to be an Empress. Okay. You worked really hard at, self-love and taking care of yourself, and you have a lot to offer, they're saying. They're a little bit of, I've been a fool, but you haven't been a fool. If somebody's lied to you, that's on them, not on you. Okay. So there's a little bit of a, I just didn't see it coming, or I trusted them. I just, believed in them. Now, I do feel a shift in energy with this 8 of Wands. So I'm going to ask about that next, because you could have somebody who's playing some games. I'm really busy at work. I promise, you know, we'll see each other next weekend, and next weekend comes and goes. And so we could have a shift. Spirit, share with me this shift of energy. Is anything going to change around this person? Am I wasting my time? I have a Page of Pentacles. I have a Ten of Wands. Okay. I have a Knight of Swords. And I have a Nine of Swords. So that came into me as disappointing. They're worried that they're disappointing you. I'm going to say this person probably has a lot on their plate. I'm not using that as an excuse. I'm just saying they probably do. They probably have tremendous stuff, work, kids, life, house, bills, whatever. And I do feel like they're trying to, I hate to say it, but like, it feels like squeezing you in, you know, and that's why I don't want to say it. It's like etching out a little time for you. And maybe that's not going to be enough for you. It's a feeling of, you know, they come rushing in at the last minute with, you know, hey, what are you doing tonight? And, you know, and you're like, nothing. And that's when they want to see you. That's when they want to go out. You know, it's like last minute thoughts. So, but it is an offer. It's some kind of offer. If I want to see you, I want to spend some time with you. And part of you says that would be really nice. It would be really great. At least I'd be seeing this person. I guess the overall question is it enough? Like, is this ever going to really be enough? You know, and even if the chemistry's there, even if I think you're hot, I think you're great. You know, King of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Is this person going to be capable of giving the kind of love that you deserve? You know, or is Spirit going to say, you know what? Don't put all your eggs into this basket. It is part of what I'm feeling. Spirit, can I have some more feelings or impressions of where this is going? They're saying, you know what your gut feeling is saying right now about it. Like if your gut is saying, yeah, they're playing games. They don't have, or not that they're playing games. Maybe they're not playing games. Maybe they just don't have time for you. Okay. But you want to be in a relationship with somebody that does. And maybe that's the answer. It's that this is a great person. It's great chemistry. It would be awesome. But if at the end of the day, you're waiting around for somebody to call you and they don't have time for that, then that's not a relationship. Self-indulgence, self-worth, value, okay, self-appreciation. Yeah, I mean, you're going to put yourself first. What's the best for me, right? What's the best for my future self? Somebody who wants to be with me, somebody who has the time to be with me, that I can share my life with this person. I have a Hammer, sabotaging and rebuilding. Somebody who's trying to repair something, trying to repair their life, build something up. So maybe they do have a lot on their plate with that Ten of Wands, but maybe they're not in a place and time in their life to be able to give into a relationship, and they have to be honest with that. Instead of trying and stringing you along, they have to be honest with themselves. I don't have enough energy to give. I'm raising 2 kids by myself. I work 2 jobs. I have to travel 45 minutes to come see you. So it's a lot coming and going, you know. So whatever the reasons are, here's the love call. Yeah, I feel like it comes in fast. And that's probably the part that is, you know, you don't hear from them. And then all of a sudden, boom, hey, what are you doing? You want to get together? You want to get a drink? You want to spend the night? So it's just this kind of spontaneousness. And it's not something that I can rely on, Spirit's saying. So I think that it's, you know, it's just the beginning, you know, and that's how it's starting out. But I don't think it's just the beginning. I think it's what the relationship would be. And that's what concerns me. I want paradise. You deserve paradise. I want happiness and joy. I want to enjoy each other. maybe you do like being with this person, and maybe you want all those things. You have to ask yourself, does this person have time for me? And that's really, yeah, look at this. Okay, so not today. Boundaries, avoiding, not dealing. Okay, so yeah, but it feels like I said, it's, I'm sorry, hon, I'm really busy today. Maybe tomorrow. I'm sorry, hon, maybe this weekend. I'm sorry, I know maybe we were going to do something Friday night, but something came up. You know, it's always like something else is more important. If you're not first, then Spirit's going to show you that they have something else for you. And that's really what this kind of reading is all about. So I don't know if it's necessarily mind games as much as you taking a good look at what's most important to you. What are you looking for? Spirit, please share with me, like, I don't know, options. Anything else out there? Real quick. Anything else out there? I have a surprise. A romantic surprise is on the horizon, so be open to them. So maybe this isn't the person that you're supposed to be with. Okay, maybe this is not the person that, the person coming is the person who wants a commitment. The person coming is the one who's going to get down on one knee someday and surprise you. And that's on the horizon. So the person who doesn't have time for you and is kind of inconsistent and stringing you along or breadcrumbing you, you know, maybe that's not the person that you're supposed to be with. And sometimes people have to be realistic. They think they want a relationship, but they don't have the energy or the time to put into a relationship. So maybe that's more what's going on around you. So in the meantime, maybe we take a look at what else is out there, and that's okay too. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. Hey, Gemini, this reading is for you, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So let's see what's coming your way, what's next in love, anything about a relationship that you may be in for some of you, anything that Spirit wants to share with me for my Geminis today. Let's see what we have. Loving messages, please, Spirit. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is it that you need us to know? What is it that you want us to hear today? I have a date. Okay, going on a date. Somebody getting ready to ask you on a date. Will they actually ask me out? They ask for my phone number. They know how to get a hold of me. Will they actually ask me out? Okay, so that looks encouraging. A first date feels like. I'm at a crossroads. Who do I choose? Two doors. Some of you might be, there's a couple of people that you might be interested in, and maybe a couple of people would like to take you out, buy you a drink. So maybe you're kind of wondering, which door should I choose? I'm going to tell you, it becomes very obvious. You can go, you know, just have an introduction to people, but it does become very obvious which person you're going to lean towards. I feel at home with you. Maybe that's the first thing that you notice. I feel like I've known you forever, or I feel really comfortable with you. I can see a future home with you. Beautiful. I definitely have a secret crush. I'm getting butterflies. I feel like I'm enjoying the first date. I feel that I am trusting my intuition, that it feels like it's going well. So I'm going to say that feels really good to me. Let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, please share with me. What is it that you need me to know? I have a King of Cups. Wow, is this the one? Cool. I have a Four of Pentacles. I have a Two of Swords. And I have a Hangman. Okay, so I got to tell you, I think you're the person who pulls them away from wanting to be alone. Okay, maybe they have been alone for a while, and there are people who like their single lives. They like to date people, they like to spend some time with people, but they don't necessarily want to give up what they have. But you could be the person who actually captures their heart, and they're willing to give up kind of the world that they have today. There is a feeling of crossing over coming into me. Can I have some more cards, please, Spirit? I have an Ace of Swords. Yeah, I'm going to tell you that they're going to be honest with, I have a tendency to hold back, but you're the first person I want to invest in. I'm going to say I have an Ace of Swords, Nine of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, and an Empress. So I do feel like they see something in you, this beautiful divine feminine energy that they're attracted to, that they fall in love with. And I do feel like maybe they're admitting to themselves, you know, like you're worth the investment. You're worth the investment in time, energy. You are worth the energy all the way around. Yeah, bottom of the deck, I have a Fool. This person wants to move forward. So I'm going to say from the first date on that this person says, you're basically the type of person I want to be with. But they could be struggling with, hey, I've been single for a long time and I kind of like my life. But their life is about to change. Your life is about to change is how I feel. Let's see what else they want to say. Lightening your load. Somebody coming into your life that's a helper. He's vacuuming. Somebody who doesn't mind jumping right in. You know, it takes two people to run a household, you know, not one person sits there and the other person runs around and does everything. I want to have holidays with you. That tells me that we'll be together for the holidays. Put up a Christmas tree. Celebrate the holidays with you. I want you in my life is how it's coming into me. So whoever this is, eye contact. I'm going to say from the very beginning, that first date, that there were butterflies, there was the attraction, there was the eye contact. And then I feel like your person and you both decided, yeah, let's continue this. Let's do this again. Whether it's the second date, the third date. And yeah, and it just keeps going. I feel like it just unfolds very naturally, which feels nice. I don't feel any games. I'm not feeling any kind of crazy. Wine tasting. Maybe we do fun things together. We go to events. We seek out things that are going on around us in the public, you know, that there's all kinds of things always, you know, like especially heading into the fall or Christmas, there's all kinds of things like in local communities going on. I have weekend getaways. I want to take you away. They're saying one-on-one time. I love being alone with you. I feel like I have a busy life. I could have grown children because I'm not feeling little kids, but I feel that I'm adult dating is how I want to say it. Okay. I can go away for the weekend. I can do overnights. I can go to a day trip and go out to lunch and do something nice. So I feel like I'm adult dating and I'm really enjoying myself. So maybe it's taken you some time to get there. Maybe it's taken you some time to be in this kind of an energy, but I feel like it's a dream come true. I mean, what sign are they, Spirit? I have an Aquarius. I have a Pisces. I have a Leo, self-confident. I have a Virgo, service to others. I have a Capricorn, ambitious. Okay, that's nice. So those could be some signs. Spirit, what else do I want to know? What are their feelings? Let's see. I feel like you guys are going to fall in love. I do. I feel like it's going to unfold naturally. It will go through like these nice phases of we're dating, we feel secure about each other, we meet each other's families. Like I just feel like we go through kind of the normal dating stages and we end up together. Feels pretty good. Nice. My love for you will never die. I feel like we really fall in love with each other. I do. I feel that Spirit saying it's your turn. It's your time. Nice. You're too beautiful. You're the most beautiful person I've ever been with. You're by far the most beautiful inside and out person I've ever been with. I love you for who you are. So they love everything about you. You give me butterflies. Yeah, I would say there's a sense of nervousness in that first date. I feel like I don't normally get nervous. Like that might not be your personality, that you're more self-confident than that. But for some reason you got nervous. So I'm going to say use that as a clue, because that's your body and your intuition telling you that it feels different this time. Nice. I really do love you, and I want you in my life always. Yeah, I'm going to say that this just unfolds. It unfolds into a just beautiful love story, they just said. So I'm going to take that one. You guys got a good reading. Thank you, Spirit. Thank you for these messages. Very nice, Gemini. Hi, Taurus. This reading is for you. So for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus, let's call in our spirit guides. Let's see what they have for you, what's coming towards you, anything about a connection you may be in. What's going on around you, loving energy, things to think about. Spirit, what is it that you have for my Taurus today? What is it that you need me to know for anyone who found this reading? I have tied the knot. Okay. Am I ready to meet the one? I have walk a mile in my shoes. Okay. I have a connection. And I have walking away from something. Sometimes you walk away because you just believe in yourself. You walk away because you believe there's something better for you, and that's okay. The walk a mile in my shoes is whatever you did do, I feel like this person understands. I feel like they connect to it very easily, and maybe they did something very similar. Maybe you have a very similar background or stories to tell, but you probably did move on from something because you believe that you deserved something more. But wherever you're headed, you're walking towards some kind of beautiful commitment. I have a magician. I have a hanged man. I have a page of wands. And I have a lover's card. The magician came into me as I've been waiting for someone just like you. And this person has a lot to give. This is a lover's card. This person has probably a lot of qualities that you're going to love, that you'll find out that the more that you spend time with them, the more you fall in love with them. And they're saying that there's something very special about them that stands out. I don't know, maybe how they interact with people, or maybe how they treat you. Usually that's how you fall in love with somebody. But I'm going to say right from the beginning, the way that they looked at you, the way they talked to you, flirting, eye contact, I felt something. So we can say crush, we can say, yeah, I just felt something. So I'm going to put it in the category of worth the wait. Definitely, that they've been waiting for somebody like you and you've been waiting for somebody like this. That feels good. I have a 10 of Pentacles. This person I think this person's going to surprise you. I feel like you are going to be attracted to this person. Either, you know, the person who walks in a room and they have a presence about them. They have that. They look like they have success. They have self-confidence. They're sexy, Spirit just said. They could look good, smell good. And there's a sense of presence about this person without them even trying. So there's something about this person that elevates them to success. All right. So there could be, they're very successful in their own right. They've created their own business. They are building something. They have money flowing in for a career. But there's an incredible sense of success all around them. But I feel like it's everything they touch. Their relationships are good. Their friendships are good. They love their family. They contribute to society and, you know, donate their time or money, you know. So I just feel like everything they touch is probably high quality. So, but you're high quality. So that's probably what's going on. You're attracting a very high vibration. I have a King of Cups. Yeah, this is good. I have a 7 of Pentacles, and I have a Judgment. Yeah, they have waited. They've learned life's lessons, Spirit says. They've learned life's lessons, and a little bit the hard way. So there could be a story about them that, you know what, I'm not perfect. I've made some mistakes. But they do have a big heart. They're emotionally available. They want to be in love. They're saying, I'm not going to be with just anybody. I want to have a successful relationship. So they know what they need. I have an Empress and a Knight of Swords at the bottom of my deck and a Page of Pentacles. They are going to pursue, is the word I want to use. They like what they see, Spirit just said. They're going to pursue you. Okay. It's the person who approaches you, the person who, I mean, I don't know how many people do it nowadays, but you know, years ago would be, can I buy you a drink at the bar, right? They're interested in you. They pursue you. But I don't feel like this person's going to hesitate with that Knight. I feel like this person goes for what they want, and they're going to try to catch you. Like there's this kind of catching energy about them. So I feel like be ready to be chased. Get ready to be chased, I guess. Fun. Travel. I want to take you away. That feels like a honeymoon in paradise. There you go. Something to look forward to. I have work. Maybe we are connected to work somehow. Okay. Maybe you're a professional, they're a professional. Maybe somehow we cross paths. We could work in the same fields. You're a true gem. You're valuable to me. I see your value. I like that even better. I see your value. I have a home, residence, buying a home together. I can see us living together, sharing a life together. Yeah, I'm going to say this person has a lot to offer. I mean, it just feels good for some reason. It does. It feels like I'm ready. Can I have a couple more clues, please, Spirit? I'm tall. Okay. I like the sound of your voice. You could love the sound. That could be the first clue, that I love your voice. The voice is sexy to you, or calming, or I don't know. It works. I think voices are important. I'm spiritual. Okay. I believe in spirituality. I believe in a certain, religion. I was raised a certain religion, something like that. I might have a scar. Okay. So maybe that's a clue for somebody. I'm a good listener. I have a big smile. I'm going to say it that way. I love your smile. I feel like you both have big smiles. I do. I feel like you both have beautiful smiles. I'm very affectionate. Thank you, Spirit, for those clues. Let's see when. Spirit, when is this connection coming towards us? Feels good. I want this person. Next year looks promising. Well, I'm recording this in September, so 2026. Maybe I'll be with this person. It's not that far away. By the end of the day, next couple of days, Spirit's trying to up the timeline. There you go. And I have let it be a mystery. All right. I'm not going to worry about when. I'm going to manifest that this is the kind of love that I want if it's not in my life. If this is in your life, claim it, own it, it's yours. But right now, it feels like it's somebody who's getting ready to chase you is how it's coming in. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Hi, Pisces. This reading is for you. Let's see for my sun, moon, rising, and Venus. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Loving messages, loving energy that's around you. What's coming next? What's coming in? Anything Spirit wants to share with me today? Spirit, please share with me. I am listening for you now for my Pisces. What is it that you need them to know or hear? I have a coffee cup, a meeting, talking. They're saying building a friendship. Now, do we start out as friends? Is it somebody that let's grab a cup of coffee, let's grab lunch, let's eat lunch together. Maybe we work together and we start out, you know, just as kind of coffee friends. And we start to realize that we have feelings for each other. But I definitely have coffee drinkers, so I'll take that as clue. I have a love call. I'm thinking of you. I want to talk to you. Let's grab a cup of coffee. Somebody wants to start to see more of you. I'm going to say even taking it from that stage of we've been texting to in-person meeting. Okay, so for somebody that is waiting to see, is this person ever going to ask me out? Are they going to, you know, are we going to go on a date? I have a soulmate connection. Wow. Okay, so are we ready to start something with a soulmate, spirit? How exciting. And I have grounding. I feel stable and secure with you. Growth. We're going to endure anything. I love that. You could be entering into something really, really nice right now. Let's get some cards. Let's see what they want you to know about this connection. Spirit, is this the one? I have a 4 of Cups. I have a 6 of Cups. I have an 8 of Pentacles. Yeah, I feel like I'm connected to somebody in or around work. And I do feel like it's a soul connection with the 6 of Cups as well. I have been kind of questioning what their feelings are. It feels like, does this person feel the same way? Are they thinking about me the same way as I'm thinking about them? Maybe we talk, maybe we go back and forth quite a bit. And is it going to turn into something romantic is really where I'm headed. The judgments coming into me is the only thing that could be holding this connection back is work issues that I don't want anybody to know. I wouldn't want anything to happen. Then we wouldn't be friends anymore. I don't want anybody to find out about us. What if it didn't work out? So we've got kind of that taboo energy around work. If it is connected to work, if it's not connected to work, don't worry about it. I have a Page of Cups, definitely new feelings. Queen of Cups, my feelings are growing. My feelings are growing for you. So I feel like it's time to tell. It's time to admit my feelings. Ace of Swords. It's time to tell the truth. Thank you, Spirit. All right, that was a good one. And I have a 7 of Wands. Yeah, I feel like I don't want to give up on this connection. You know, even if there is some kind of, yeah, okay, so we met somewhere that maybe it's not perfect conditions, but here we are, our paths crossed. I do feel like we have to start to express our feelings to each other. Like, do you feel something? Or do you feel anything romantic? Or is this just friendships? I feel like we have to talk. I do. I feel like there's feelings going back and forth. I want to know, is this person truly interested? Spirit, can I have some characteristics about this connection? I have invested, putting time, you know, I feel like there's a little bit of energy already up front. Like I already know you, or I've gotten to know you. And now I realize I have feelings for you. And they're saying it's on both sides. The feelings are on both sides. There's like a caring energy. I have graceful. Okay, I like your grace. It's growing. Feelings are growing. I have in love, moving into the direction of being in love with you. So I think these feelings are going to grow. I feel like it's friends to lovers. Very forgiving. Very playful. I have playful at the bottom. Yeah, I'm going to say, you know, if this person's making you laugh, I'm having a good time with this person. We have a lot of fun together. We talk about everything. Somehow this person's kind of become my best friend. You know, even if it's just like, you know, feels like quickly, Okay. That I feel like this is my new best friend, like my new playmate. Yeah, it feels like it's transitioning into something else. Okay. Maybe it started out as friends, and I'm not against that. Where are we going, Spirit, with this connection? I feel like it's going to turn into something more. Good. I have charisma. Love flows to you, and you radiate charisma and charm. So they could be very attracted to you. You know, they could just say, you know, I love everything about you. Sacrifice. Love may come with sacrifices. Evaluate what you're willing to give up. And that could be what's holding this back. I can't afford to lose my job. If somebody, you know, if it's connected to work, I can't afford to lose my job. I'm your boss. You know, I'm not supposed to be dating you, you know. So we could have something at stake, you know, but we could start dating. And if it really gets serious, maybe one of us could transfer or relocate to a different company or make some changes so that we aren't risking livelihoods just to be together, something like that. I have secrets. Something is hidden from you. Someone isn't being truthful, like they're holding back on their feelings. Yeah, the feelings are coming forward. I feel like there's going to be this heart to heart that we realize that there's more going on here, that there's definitely some secret feelings going on. And I do feel like, you know, at least one of us is going to have the courage to admit the feelings and ask, do you want something else? You know, can we take this to the next level? Spirit, please share with me. You are what has been missing in my life. You're my paradise and my heaven. Beautiful. You're so beautiful. Beautiful inside and out. I feel like I just really love you as a person. Like I've just gotten to know you as a person, and I just love you as a person. It's hard for me to open up. I feel like they're saying to you, but I feel like they can open up to you more than other people. And maybe that's going to be the clicking point for them, that they're more vulnerable with you, even just as a friend. So if you were, you know, in a romantic connection, I feel like, you know, that they would be opening up more and more. But maybe that's a indication for them that there's something else going on here, that they are vulnerable with you. Let's put this out into the universe. I feel like we have like a friends to lovers, you know, but somebody's got to get the courage to say something, admit their feelings. So let's ask Spirit to give somebody the courage. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Hi, Aquarius. This reading is for you. So Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is coming your way? What is the loving energy that's around you at this time? And what does Spirit want you to know? Spirit, please share with me for my Aquarius. What is it that you need us to hear? I am listening for you now. I have passion, chemistry, passionate feelings for you. I can't wait to wrap my arms around you. Can't wait to make love to you. I have a home. I want to have a home together. Okay, maybe somebody's already thinking to the next level. I can see us living together. I have an open relationship, casual. Maybe we're moving from it's casual to something more stable. It could be Spirit's way of saying, you know, maybe we're moving to, there's a sense of next level with the home to me. So maybe we haven't defined our relationship, but it's very passionate and we're wondering where we're headed. I have obstacles. I have some obstacles in my way. Can we overcome those obstacles? And I have a beauty queen. So you're adored. Your light is shining. I put you on a pedestal. I put you on a stage. So this person loves being with you, is how I feel. I feel like we're trying to get to the next stage. I feel like something has to happen in order for us to be there. But let's see what the cards are saying. Spirit, what is going on around this connection? What's the obstacles? I have a Two of Pentacles. I have a Page of Swords. I have a Knight of Cups. Okay, and I have a Four A Four of Swords. So somebody's making up their mind. It's like they're putting a lot of thought into what their feelings are right now. They are. They're thinking about, you know, what do we have? Where are we headed? What should we be doing next? They might not be talking to you about it because I feel like they're taking their time. They might even pull away a little bit while they think about it. And you may not like that feeling, but sometimes somebody, before they go into like a committed relationship, they kind of pull back. And what they do is they are really putting some thought into, am I ready to change my life? Am I ready for this big change, the next step, the next level? So it's not that they're pulling away from you, they're giving themselves time to think. So something's going on with that around me. Yeah, I have an eight of cups. So am I walking towards something bigger? Am I walking towards, you know, my 9 of cups, my 10 of cups? Will I be happier with you? So something is going on. What are the obstacles, Spirit? I have a Lover's card. I have a Judgment card. And I have a Two of Swords. So they're making a decision. The Judgment came into me just briefly, and I don't even think it matters, but there could be an age difference. There could be a cultural difference. There could be, I don't know, like will our families approve energy? It doesn't matter. You're both adults. Nobody gets a choice as to who you end up with but you. Okay. If this is what the two of you want, then somebody else doesn't have to approve of who you're going to be with, hopefully, unless you're in a very strict, formal culture that their families decide who you're supposed to be with. This is going to move forward. What's going to happen is they kind of slow it down so that they can make up their mind that they're ready to change their life, okay? That they are ready to put in the effort. Look at this. Ace of Swords, 8 of Pentacles, and the Chariot. So they're ready to put in the effort and the time and the work that it would take to move this thing forward. And I do feel like they're going to be honest with you. I do feel like they could do it one of two ways. I want that also, but I'm just making sure. Okay. I want to do things the right way would be a way that they would say it. Okay. I just want to make sure that we don't make a mistake. Okay. I want to make sure we both want the same things. So that's how they probably are talking. But I feel like this person does want to take it to the next level. I think there's a lot of love here. I feel like they're thinking about, let's live together. We might not be at the stage where we're thinking about a marriage, but living together, or let's be exclusive for sure. Something like that. Spirit, please share with me. I have bubble baths. They have a good time with you. Maybe if we do fun things. I have date night in. I just love being with you. So it feels like it doesn't matter what we're doing. You know, we can eat pizza at home and have fun. I have karaoke. I don't know about the karaoke night, but maybe some of you do it. Having fun, picnic for two. I mean, they're just giving me examples of we do different things that maybe I never did with other people. Okay. I never had a bubble bath with somebody. I never really went on a picnic. You know, maybe we're doing things as a couple that other people did, but I just never did it with anybody before. And it's just kind of fun. You know, it's kind of, I feel like a couple. I feel like it's the real thing. I feel like it's the real deal is how it's coming into me. So if this isn't here yet, let's get a timeline because it does feel good, doesn't it? Spirit, please share with me a timeline. If for some reason this isn't here for you, let's see, the next couple of months, maybe we'll make a decision, or this person's coming into your energy. Time will bring a surprise. Yeah, I feel like this person's going to kind of, you know, turn around after giving something a lot of thought and say, I think it's a great idea. I think we should go to the next level. I want you in my life. I mean, I see us together and I want to continue. So Something's going on. I have November, big changes in November. That's not that far away. And by the end of the year, yeah, maybe, maybe we've got leases or we're renting and one of us gives up the lease and moves into the other place, or yeah, some kind of big change, but it's taking it to the next level for somebody. And if this isn't in your life yet, then it's somebody coming into your life that wants to be with you and take it to the next level. So we'll take that as well. I want to thank Spirit for these messages today. Okay, Capricorns, it's finally your turn. Let's see what Spirit has for you. Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and any cross watchers, welcome to Capricorn as well, of course. But let's see what Spirit has for you, what's coming your way, what's next in love, what is it Spirit wants you to know at this time, loving energy that's around you, changes, anything. Spirit, please share with me what's going on with my Capricorns. What messages do you have for them? We're a work in progress. Yeah, sometimes we are, right? It's not easy. Sometimes somebody that you are with, it takes time. I have communication. Maybe we're working on communication skills with this person. I feel lucky in love. Okay, feel rolling the dice. Am I taking a risk? I have shifting gears. Something's about to shift. Something is about to shift. Can I have one more, please, Spirit? And I have walking away. Okay, I'm going to say I've had thoughts of walking away. I feel like if this person doesn't improve their communication, it could be somebody that I have a distance. I feel distant from this person. So this person maybe is pulling away. You could have an avoidant energy, and maybe you're getting tired of it. I really like you, but I need more energy. Spirit, tell me where this connection is going. Is this work in progress going to get better? I have a 6 of Pentacles. I need more give and take. I have a 9 of Wands. I have an Ace of Wands. Okay. And I have a Queen of Pentacles. So, yeah, I feel like I've been through a lot with this person already. It's one of those relationships where you have thoughts of what would it be like if I wasn't with this person, but then you don't really leave them because you really do like them and you really do care about them. So you're just always kind of hoping it gets better. The Ace is like a little bit of a breath of fresh air that comes in. It's almost like they do something that kind of redeems them. That they either show up for life, they show up for you. Maybe you're going through something very difficult right now with family, or something happens with family, and they're by your side, is how Spirit just said. It's like they kind of prove to you that they do want to be in your life and they are a part of your life. So there is a sense of redemption. I'm going to say it that way. So they do the right thing, whatever the right thing is coming up. I have a High Priestess. Yeah, there's a part of you that believes in them. I have an Ace of Cups. You could be very much in love with them, and you could see that there's a good side to them, and they have some healing to do. They have some wounds, but overall, you can see it can get to the point where you can be comfortable with this person, and some of those things will get easier over time. So maybe it's just gotten easier. It's getting better over time. I have a Hermit. Yeah, I'm going to say you've given some thought to being alone, but I don't think it's worth it. I think that you're not to a point where you don't want this person in your life. I feel like you just want things to get better, and that's okay too. That's okay too. Spirit, where are we headed? What's going on? Where are we headed? They redeemed themselves. That's funny. Third party, maybe we had to forgive them. Maybe we've gone through some difficult times. Okay, there was a third party situation that we had to get over. We had to forgive and forget. We had to move on, but I still struggle with it at times. So the grass is greener. Yeah, I'm going to say that we went through a situation that was very difficult, and maybe you are still struggling with the healing. That's okay. I have travel and I have truth. So this is a feeling of a couple of things. The truth is like, just tell me everything, okay? Because I'd rather know than not know. Otherwise, I can't forgive you. So I do feel like the truth came out. And the travel is more of a feeling of us kind of going away for a period of time to reconnect. And I feel like that helps. And I feel like that will work. But you're away, you're away on vacation. Everything's amazing. Everything's fun. It's not like real world. But it's a good reconnect. And then you come back and you guys are still, working through things is how I feel. But I wouldn't walk away from this connection. I feel like Spirit saying there's a lot to fight for. Okay. I have let's see what sign. There's a sense of we've been through a lot already. And I do like this person showed up when they had to show up. I have an Aries. I have a Taurus. I have an Aquarius. And I have a Sagittarius, and I have a Pisces. Okay, so they could be one of those signs for some of you. Any other clues or where are we headed? Let's think. Good thoughts. I have a surprise, a romantic surprise. Sometimes you go through hell and back with somebody, and then they surprise you that I don't want to lose you. And they want that commitment. They want you to feel safe. They want you to feel secure. So this could all turn. You keep believing in them, Spirit says. I have toxic. There was a toxic relationship that drained your energy. I do feel like there was something that interfered in this connection, and it's hard to get over, but I feel like we're both trying really hard to get over it. There's a doorway. An opportunity is about to present itself that leads you to a new person. And that's always an option, and you know it. You've given some thought to it, that I could walk out that door and have a new person. But for today, they're saying you choose to stay. For today, you choose to be in this. And that's all you can do is you're in it. If you choose to be in it, be in it. And I have a wedding, taking a relationship to the next level. Yeah, there's a part of me that says we've been through hell and back. And this person's really trying to redeem themselves in your eyes and show you that they do want you in their life and they do want you in their lifetime. There's a big, huge apology. I feel like we've gone through that. We've had apologies. I just feel like we've been through a lot, but it's okay. This is a great reading for we can heal and we can repair and we can move on together. Let's see what the loving messages are. You could break my heart. They know you could walk out that door. They know you've given it some thought. I melt every time I see your smile. You're still the one that makes me smile. You're too beautiful. You're too good to me. That's how that came in. I want to be the one that gives you everything that you need. Maybe I dropped the ball. Maybe I wasn't there for you. Maybe I took you for granted, or I didn't realize what I had. But now I do. So I feel like this has been a big eye-opener, whatever you guys have been going through. And I feel like they don't want to lose you. I really do. I want to thank Spirit for these messages. I want to thank you all for being here in this all signs reading today. If you hung in there in the chat, if you hung in there waiting for your reading, I appreciate it. If you watch it as a replay, I'm grateful also. Remember to hit that like button. That always helps me, and it helps all of our channels here on YouTube. Tarot, just say thank you by hitting that like. It's really important. Comment below, claim it, own it, it's yours. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, go to my website, CathyMamolenPsychicMedium.com. Check out my other two channels, my Pick a Card channel and my Twin Flame Soulmate channel, as I do upload on those as well, different readings. So I hope you enjoyed your all signs reading today. If you did, let me know in the comments. I'd like to do more of these. I want to get some feedback from you, and we'll see you all again real soon.